Today's project is we're replacing a toilet and faucet shutoff valve. You'll need a handle and sleeve puller, adjustable wrench, channel lock style pliers, a small container to collect water, and then the replacement shutoff valve. I'll have the links in the description. Step 1, you'll want to shut off the water at the water main valve. If you're doing a toilet valve, step 2 will be to drain and empty the toilet tank. Step 3, disconnect the water line attached to the valve. So you want to open the valve up, but you want to have it covered with a towel, because as you can see, what I did was it actually sprayed all over the wall. And you do this before loosening up that compression nut, just so water doesn't come gushing out of the supply line there. And that's why it's important to have a container and some towels at the ready to collect that. So use the adjustable wrench and the channel lock style pliers to loosen up that compression nut from the valve. So once you loosen it up, then you'll remove the valve from the pipe, which will be step 6. This is the handle and sleeve puller. This is what you'll use to take off the compression sleeve and nut. If you stay to the end of the video, I go into more detail of how this works. And you'll see the nut moving off of the pipe. So step 8, you'll put on the new compression nut and sleeve. Be sure to put the nut on first and then the sleeve. Then you'll put the valve on and then tighten down that compression nut. So you want to use both the channel locks and the adjustable wrench to hold the valve in place while tightening the nut. Step 10, you'll reinstall the supply line to the valve and then use a wrench to tighten it, but don't over tighten it. Step 11, you'll turn on the main water supply. Step 12, you'll turn on the water to the toilet or the faucet supply from the new valve. And then step 13, confirm that there's no leaks. You may need to tighten things up a little bit more if there are leaks, but don't over tighten it. Alright, so this is what the tool I use is. It's called the handle and sleeve puller. It's by HDX. I got it at Home Depot, and there are many other varieties of the same type of tool brand, so it doesn't really matter as long as it does the same thing as far as being able to pull the sleeve off of the copper pipe. As this is the 1/2-inch pipe. So just to give you the idea of the concept, this would go inside the copper pipe here like that. Then you put the sleeve puller in when this is in the pipe like this. And this would have to be basically turned out. So you adjust it to where these things here can grip onto the nut, and that's what it essentially pulls the sleeve off. So this would go in here like that. This part would go in the copper pipe. This in the sleeve, which is what you're trying to get off of the pipe, would be on there like so. And then you basically use these handles here to grip on this side of the nut. And then when you have a grip on it, that's when you turn this handle to be able to push that sleeve, actually pull the sleeve off of the copper pipe. And you notice how this sleeve here, this is being pushed through while the sleeve is traveling off of the pipe. So this is what it works for the copper pipe, and this is what I replace it with, a 1/4 turn angle valve for a 1/2 inch, and then the 3/8 compression. It looks like this. I'll remove this and the compression sleeve to go to the toilet because I used a regular hose for that instead of using the pipe that would go inside there, and you use the compression to tighten the pipe. So that's essentially all there is to it. It can be easily done. Hopefully it'll save you money and a plumber from having to do it. And for less than 50 bucks in tools and parts, and I'll put links in the description for you to see, and then give you an idea of how much things cost. And you can also buy it online, but this was the other option too to use besides this type of fitting after replacing it, is a shark bite one, and then this would just slip right onto the pipe and basically bite right onto the pipe, and then you don't have to do this compression sleeve again. But it is more expensive, and I figured I'd show the way to replace the existing one with another one, and it is a 1/4 turn, so it'll last a lot longer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found some helpful tips on it, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I appreciate the view. Thank you. So obviously for this video I sped everything up. This whole process is about a 1/2 hour or so. It just depends on the valve you're replacing, and then obviously how easy is it to access, and different variables, but just to give you an idea of how long it actually took.